Hello guys, welcome back to Algebra 2 class again. And this time I will go over this review number 2. And of course, I'm not gonna go over every single question. I will go over some very key portion of this one, but it's not gonna be too difficult. So let's do this one. So graph transformation. Obviously, I will go over this. You're gonna do this one by yourself. This one is we have this function here. And remember, when you have some number, let's say you have let me give you an example. Let's say you have 2, 3, and 2, let's say in 1/3. X minus 4 plus 7. So outside number is a vertical shift. So this one is vertically compressed by 1/3 because graph will get wider because 1/3 is smaller than 1. But if you look, do you see this 2? That's going to make it narrower and horizontally. So that's going to horizontally stretched by 2. And this one will move left and right. Opposite, it works opposite, so it's going to be 4 to the right, not left. And this one is 7 up. So that's the basic concept of the graph transformation. But what about in this case? So let's look at this. 3/2. This one is the outside of the parenthesis or bracket. Do you see this function sign? This one is outside of this function. So good, it's a vertical shift. And that's a bigger than 1. So that's going to be vertically stretched by 3/2. So vertically stretched, which means I can get rid of this and this. Answer is going to be either A or C. Plus 1 is going to be 1 to the left. So it's going to be here. So it's not going to be C. So it's going to be what? Oh, here. A. Okay. So try number 2 by yourself. Oh, by the way, do you see this negative? That's a reflect across x-axis. So you can get rid of some answer choices, such as this one and then this one, because it says y-axis, right? So that's about it. Now, type 2, solving quadratic absolute value equation. We got this one. I think I showed you how to do this one by hand in class. But if you don't know how to do it, just use calculator, menu, 3, 1. Okay, that will give you answer. Just don't forget to put comma x at the end. Okay, same thing for question number 2. Make sure you just put comma x at the end. Now, question number 3. How can you do this? I'll go over this one and pause the video. You can try this question by yourself. I think I told you already that one thing for sure, when you see this type of question, as soon as you see a fraction, your answer choice should not have a fraction. So you can cross out A and B automatically. Your answer is going to be either C or D. Same rules apply for number 4. So let's do this one. How can I solve for x? If you want to get rid of negative 1/3, you got to multiply by negative 3 both sides. Because this will cancel this one out so that you have absolute value of 4x minus 1 left over. And for this one, you gotta distribute. So negative 3 times 2x, you're gonna get negative 6x. Negative 3 times 13, you're gonna get negative 39. Now, if you wanna solve for x, I can get rid of this absolute value symbol. So very simple. Now, if I get rid of this one, the other side is gonna be positive negative. And I'm gonna copy this one down here. Like that. So, just like normal, we have 2 answers, one that is positive, one that is negative. So let's split this. For the positive one, if I distribute positive, nothing changes. So I will just copy this one down, which is negative 6x minus 39. So remember, although it says negative, this one is actually, in fact, positive 1 because nothing changed. Second, I just write this one down, same thing, but this time for negative. So negative, parenthesis, negative 6x minus 39. But this time I put parenthesis with a negative because negative can actually make differences. Like negative times negative 6x will become positive 6x. Negative times negative 39 will become positive 39. So your answer choice should be one of these 2. And to me, it looks like this is the answer because this matches with that. Okay, so that's about it. So pause the video, try question number 4 by yourself. Good. Now, do you see this one is a fraction? Like this type of question, if you see fraction, your answer choice cannot have fraction. So you can cross out A and C. Okay. So make sure you try this one by yourself. If you try everything by yourself, your answers should be B. D cannot be answered because this one actually should be positive plus 14. Okay. Yep. Question type 3. Find the domain and range of this one. It's the same thing from review number 1. Once you use Desmos, I told you your domain is gonna be almost always a real number. Like not until like second semester you're not gonna see any domain other than a real number if you use Desmos. But let's put this one in Desmos. So here, -1/2 absolute value of x plus 1 minus 5. So this is the graph. We have this graph here with the -1, -5. Now let's look at this one. What's the lowest point? -infinity. What's the highest point? -5. I mean, even highest point is a negative number, so that's a pretty tedious case, but who cares? So that's the range. So which one of these two has a range of y is less than or equal to -5? Oh, what the heck? I'm sorry, guys. You can cross out A and B. Yeah, you know, some of you think I'm stupid, and you're right, I am. And you're learning math from stupid teacher, huh? What you're gonna say? So try number 2 by yourself. Just copy this one down. Your answer choices are right here. Okay. Are somebody laughing right now? Whatever. I made you happy. I'm happy with that. So same thing. Try question number 3 by yourself. Put this one into Desmos and see which one is solution. Which one is like correct. That's correct. This is false. That's correct. I think I'm not sure about D and E, but so this one cannot be solution. This one cannot be solution. I think it's A and C. Okay. Now pause the video. Try question number 4 by yourself and see which one is true. 3, 2, 1, good. Now, if you could not find anything that is true, you're right. There is no right answer. So everything is false. Good. Now, question number 4. Which one of this one is a solution? Simple. Again, you cannot put equal to sign into the you cannot really put equal sign into the function, so into the Desmos. So you just write this one now, 5x squared minus 4x. This, you're not going to write it, but you're going to flip the sign. -2 plus x. So you put this one into Desmos, and you're looking for a solution, right? What's another name of solution? X-intercept. So put this one into Desmos, you're going to have this graph, something like that, and find this to X-intercept, okay? That's all you need to do. Question number 1, find the domain and range. This one is so easy. I hope you get it right. Domain. This one is a starting point. Do you see it here? We start from what? -2. It's closed circle, so I'm going to put less than equal to x. And where does it stop on the right side? It's keep going to the right, so that's the domain. For the range, it's the bottom to top. What is our lowest point? -4. Less than equal to y. Always use less than equal to first. And what's the highest point? It's keep going up. It stops here, but look at the right side. This side is keep going up to positive infinity. So that's the domain and range, but looks like they wrote domain and range in the interval position. So let's change it. Normally we use only this part and flip it, but not in this case. So let's change into this format. It's very simple. -2, we have a line underneath it, right? So we're gonna use bracket, comma, infinity. Infinity, we always use parentheses. Same thing here. We are gonna use bracket for -4 only because it has a line underneath it. If it doesn't, then you gotta put parentheses, comma, infinity. So which one is the answer it's gonna be C. Let's look at this one. It's the same thing. Try this one. Pause the video. Try this one by yourself. I said pause the video. Did you pause the video? I hope so. So that's the domain, guys. Parenthesis negative infinity to 4. Now, I think a lot of people are confused with the range. So range is a y value, right? What's the lowest point of this one can go? It's not 4 because 4 is for x. Y value is the one that I highlighted. And this point is at 0. And highest point is going to the left, but it's keep going up, so that one is positive infinity. So look at this one, guys. When you look at arrow, if I draw arrow like this, is that going up or going to the left? Both, right? It's going to the left, but also going up. But range is only up and down, so we only care about it's going up. We don't care whether it goes to the left or right. So just one thing that can help you, I guess. So this one you can write as a bracket 0, infinity, because it has a line underneath it, because it's a closed circle, okay? So which one of this one is going to answer? I don't know. I'm too lazy. You find it. Question number 1 and 2. This one, you can just put this one into calculator and find the answer by yourself. Or, yeah, just what I can say is 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times I square root of 5 is the plus 4i square root of 5. Negative I times 2 is going to be negative 2i square root of 5. Now, before I do this one, let me tell you something. What's the square root of 5 times square root of 5? That one is equal to 5. So this one is going to be negative I times positive I is negative I squared. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is going to be 5. Okay? And I told you, whenever you see negative I squared, you're going to flip the sign. So instead of this negative, this one will become positive 1. So it's going to be just positive 5. So let's do this. 8 plus 5 is going to be 13. And 4i minus 2i is going to be plus 2i square root of 5. So answer is going to be this one. But if you don't get what I'm saying, what you can do is you put this one into calculator. Then you're going to get some kind of some weird decimal. And then you put every single one of this one into calculator and see which one get exactly same number. Okay? Same thing here. You can put this on the calculator or you calculate everything like that. 7 times negative 8 is 56. 7 times this is plus 21i square root of 2. This times this is positive 48i square root of 2. Now here, again, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is positive 2, right? So let's do one by one. Negative 6i times 3i. So negative 6 times 3i. Let's do this part first. It's going to be negative 18i squared times square root of 2 times square root of 2 is positive 2. Now, negative 18i squared will become positive 18. And then we still have times 2 here. So 18 times 2 is going to be 36. Positive, okay? Woo. So let's do this one. Negative 56 times positive 36 is going to be negative 20. And 21i plus 48i is going to be plus 69i square root of 2. So it's going to be this one. It's easy piece of cake. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. And I know some of you guys will still laugh, such as Nideli or Berkeley or someone. But nobody can stop me saying this. I love you guys. Bye.